Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, we're going to be messing around with Percussive Synth. But first, this week's featured artist is me! And this is one of my many projects called Kindercore. And it's not the hardcore one, it's the other hardcore one. Enjoy. Kindercore! Boom! Hey, what's going on? Sorry, I got caught off guard. My batteries died in my vape, and I had to jump across and go grab some batteries. Good stuff. That was Kindercore. That was the first single by Kindercore. That was made using Gadget on this show. So it was a... Kindercore is a project that came from this show, trying to make music using DAWs I've never used before. So all the stuff that... yeah, may not come out as good as what I expect, becomes Kindercore. It's like my garbage bin where I throw everything into. And we'll talk more about that this week on our Warts episode, which is, funnily enough, about criticism and critiquing other people's stuff, receiving criticism and critiquing your own shit and holding yourself accountable for the things that you release. So, you know, Kindercore's my garbage bin. We all have one. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. That's coming up this Thursday for you who live in the past, Friday for me who lives in the future. So, welcome to the show. I hope you're all doing good. It is, what day is it here? I think it's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? It is Wednesday here in Australia. And there's some news to kick off. I'm going to go through some news today about things that have happened, some new things, and price drops. Did I set that up? Yes, I did. But first, let's say hello to everybody. Oh, yeah, this is How to App on iOS. Every day we look at apps, creating music, video, photos, all that kind of stuff, mental health and well-being, an interview occasionally, and a live performance on the weekend. That's pretty much the week in a nutshell. Let's say hello to you guys. It is Thomas Christ who is here. Hello. Kim Harden Hudson. Cy, always effing good to see you. Sean Chandler, hello. iOS Music Man, hi Lee. JDL is here as well. Veronica too. And here comes Archie and Jughead too. Wow, I'm showing my age. David Collette is here as well. Hello to you, my friend. Anyone else I may have missed? I don't think so. Maybe Clayton Von Kluge is here as also. Tremor Bear. Grah. I hope you're all doing good. I think I've got all of you. All right, so let's cover a few things before we get into it. So, and I wish she was here. Hi, Lou Reality. Lula's here as well. I wish Joe and Barry Glenn were here because I received a package in the mail yesterday from Joe and Barry Glenn. Now, you may recall, if you've watched the show all the time, that Joe Glenn made me an amazing bracelet a little while ago, and she felt that it was too tight for me. She felt I was a little bit too tight. Here it is here. Look at this. There it is. It's this beautiful bracelet, yeah? Made from kangaroo, pure kangaroo, with this amazing clasp on it. But she felt, when she saw it on my arm, that it was a bit too small for me. So yesterday, I received in the mail this, as a replacement, a piece of paper with a cow on it. Anyway, that's the end of the story. Let's get on with it. No, that's not the end of the story. Man, what is this stray hair going on here? What's going on with that? Look at all that grey hair. That'll be gone tomorrow. With a letter inside. It says, why am I happy? Why am I happy? Because these are made from kangaroo. No, there was no anthrax. Hello, Russ. See you next Tuesday. And it also says, I enjoyed making these. I hope you like them. Love, Joe. And look what she sent me. Not only did she replace the bracelets she made for me, she made 2 more. Look at them all. They all fit amazingly. Look at these things. They are beautiful. So, if you like, these are made from kangaroo. Pure kangaroo leather. They are amazing. Look at those. There you go. Look at those. Those are sick. So, my arm is now chock-a-block with bracelets. I love them, Joe. Thank you so, so much. You rock so much. I can't thank you enough. They fit perfectly. They're staying on my arm permanently. They just work so well together. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome stuff, huh? I'm wearing the skin of a kangaroo on my arm. It's all right. We eat them here in Australia. Don't worry. We eat kangaroo. We wear them. We don't them. So that's a good thing. They're a menace here, Lee. Kangaroos are actually a pest. They devour crops. They destroy everything. So, that's... In other countries, farmers have guns to shoot, bears and stuff like that. Here in Australia, we shoot kangaroos because they destroy everything. Because they're in plague numbers. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, a couple of things I want to cover. News. Let's talk about this, shall we? Because, there's the Kindercore website. So there's a link up in the chat. If you want to check out more of Kindercore, you can do that. There it is. So there's Kindercore, how the songs were made, and Gadget and Loopy, and some information on Kindercore. Oh, wow, the second single's not even there to buy. Oh, no, they're both there. No, they're not. There's only one. What's happening? How did I not do that? There you go. Oh, no, they're both there. All good. Sweet. All right, so something happened a couple of days ago, which I'm really interested to show you guys and interested to hear what you think. DistroKid. We all love DistroKid. There they are at the top there. See, that is my 7% discount code. If you sign up to DistroKid, you get 7% off your first year, whatever tier that you use, for $19.99. They're a fantastic sponsor of this channel. So they released something new. What is Distrovid? I hear you ask. So they snuck this through. Some of us are in the know of it, that it was coming. What is Distrovid and why would you use it? Would you use it? I'm interested. I want to sign up. So this is Distrovid. It says here, as Distrovid artist, you can upload unlimited amount of music videos and keep 100% of your earnings from your videos. What is this all about? Artists who upload music videos via Distrovid have videos distributed through Apple Music, Vevo, Amazon Music, and Tidal. And you may notice if you look at the big celebrities and stuff, they all have on their Apple Music pages, they've got video clips. Well, now you too can upload your video clips not only to YouTube, but to Apple Music and have it appear on your page. I think that's pretty cool. They set up a Vevo page for you. And you know, with Vevo, when you're on YouTube sometimes and you find a clip of an artist, like Cyndi Lauper or something, and it'll have a big Vevo logo on it. Well, Vevo's kind of like an official channel that gets made for an artist, yeah? So not only that, you end up on Tidal, and apparently Tidal's popular with people, I guess. Boom. Boom, says him. Boom. I think it's really cool. Now, the pricing is hefty, but if you're already subscribed, you'll get a discount. So, look, I think this is really interesting. In addition to those services, artists also have the option to distribute to the Distrovid Gallery, an up-and-coming collection of music videos submitted to Distrovid. Here is the pricing. Let's look at it. So, you can see I'm logged into my DistroKid account, and it says $99 a year instead of $129. So I'm not sure if this is staying the same because Distrovid is currently in beta. Still is in beta, but they're saying if you have a DistroKid account, it drops down from $129 to $99 a year for one artist. You get one artist for that, yeah? But then every other artist that you want to upload videos for, it's an extra $49 a year, so it's half price. For me, that would cost a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I have 6 artists. Whoa. But I'm really interested because I back in the day, Apple Music used to allow you to upload videos. I think on one of my pages, it still has a video on there. So on one of my artist things on Apple Music, because I worked out how to do it. If you uploaded a video via the old messaging service they had, it was like a kind of like Twitter that was built into Apple Music, your video would get attached to your user page. So anyway, this is Distrovid. What do you think? I find it incredibly interesting because you're going to get paid every time somebody views a video on Apple Music. Same kind of thing as like streaming. So you're actually getting money from your videos if you're not monetized on YouTube. So maybe more of an incentive to push people over to your Apple account. Or I can see Spotify getting in on this too. They're not going to want to miss out on the money. So just interesting. That was interesting too. So there you go. There's that. I want to bring up this because somebody pointed out to me, I didn't want to open that. Somebody pointed out to me that an app that I recently reviewed called Terra Pro had some issues with sound. Hang on a minute. Let's do this. In GarageBand, let's stop this. So somebody pointed out to me that if you opened Terra Pro in GarageBand and tried to play music into it using the keyboard here, using this keyboard, it wasn't making any sound. And I thought, oh, let's give this a try and see what's going on. So here we go. This is me opening up Terra Pro, and I'm using the external keyboard here, and the notes get recorded fine. I can hear them. That's great. Lovely. Now I try playing with the on-screen keyboard, and look, notes are being recorded, but it's not making any sound. You can see the notes being hit. I'm like, what the hell is going on with this? Anyway, so when you would play it back, all the notes would play there, but then anything that you played using the on-screen keyboard, zero, nothing. So I reached out to the dev yesterday, and it looks like if you are a Terra Pro user and you use GarageBand, it has been fixed as of about, I think, an hour ago. It just dropped. So that has been fixed. So if you're scratching your head going, what is happening? That has been sorted, and you should be good to go. Happy days. Man, I love it when developers just pull a rabbit out of their hat and fix things super quickly. So it was a thing, and now it isn't a thing. And now we can move over to this. Price drops. Let's do that. What have we got? iDosin, $4.99 to $3.99. Hey, Brad, example. What's happening? Segments. Elliott Garage apps are all on sale. Well, two of them at least. So Elliott Segments is $9.99 to $7.99. EG Pulse, which I love, is a drum machine kind of thing. $13.99 to $11.99. There's a show on that. Not much else has changed here. Pretty much bunch of Bleace apps. Music Kraken if you game. Yeah, $5.99 still on sale. Good stuff. Audio Kit Retro Piano. Good. What are we looking at today, though? We're looking at this. Now, this cropped up in my feed randomly, and I was like, what is this? This looks interesting. I didn't know who the developer was. And here it is. This is Percussive Synth. So I reached out to the developer. I didn't see any videos of it online. So I was like, well, somebody's got to do a video, don't they? So that is going to be me. And it is $7.99. So it has a little bit of a price on it. It's $7.99 US. It's 28 megabytes. What is it? It's I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's a synthesizer and a sequencer and a drum kind of machine, and interesting, and it works two separate ways, but we'll get into that. So this is what we're looking at today. It works on iPad and iPhone. There you go. Let's open up a project, which I whipped up very quickly, very quickly, because I was running out of time. And let's see what it can kind of do. So you'll notice here, just to kick off, I have 4 tracks of Percussive Synth running. I have an instance of Euclidean, which we'll have a look at something in Euclidean that's of interest very soon. And I have Terra Pro and a Hammerhead running, yeah? So shall we hit play and see what happens? Fun, fun, fun. Sounds pretty cool, pretty interesting. So the rhythm in that was made using a different sequencer than the one that's on board. I was using Euclidean. And I want to give you a fun fact about Euclidean before we move on. If you open up Euclidean, there is a little hamburger thing up here, little 3 lines. You click on this, there is a help menu. And when you click on this help menu and you slide down, is it in here? There you go. You'll see a whole bunch of things like little help videos and stuff that Paul has created. And we're always thinking of Paul. He's getting better and better each day, you know what I mean? So that's great stuff. But as you scroll down, you see this little thing here that's a little PDF, and have a look at it closely. Let's have a look at that closely. Look what it says. Theoretical paper by David Collette, who's in the chat. Who is this person? Hang on a minute. Let's dig a little deeper into David Collette, because David Collette is a very, very smart human being. And let's click on this. David was part of the whole concept of creating a lot of these ideas and construction, and he's deconstructed this whole breakdown of Euclidean. And he has written a thesis on how this fucking works. Man, a thesis. And I'm certainly not going to go into this because I started reading it, was like, man, my brain is melting. You are one smart cookie, David. So it's really deep and worth your time to go and investigate. I felt like I was reading a white paper. It is, look at it. I felt like I needed to be a scientist to understand it all. But it's so beautiful. There's like 82 pages of this, breaking down the Euclidean polyrhythm, the polymeter, how it all happens. Look at this. It virtually is a white paper. It is amazing. And you can download this too from within the app. So if we jump out of here, how do I jump out of it? Close help. We'll go back up here. So when you load up this help manual as well, you can download it too. There's a Dropbox link available for you to download and read in bed at your own will, yeah? Wow. Incredible. So I know Dave's a very smart cookie. He's one of Patreons, and he's just an amazing human being. So I just wanted to share that. I probably should have shared it ages ago, but it just slipped my mind. So thanks for reminding me again. But there we go. Let's get out of help. So that'll probably help you understand, or maybe it won't, a little bit of the science of Euclidean. Yeah, it's really, really cool stuff. And there you go. So let's get back to our app today. So now this app has 2 forms. So if I open it up here in AUM, here it is. But basically this is just it's the synth. It is the synthesizer, and it's completely different to the standalone. So we'll leave this open, but we'll jump in first to the standalone version, then we'll come back to this project. Yeah. So let's close this and open up. So here is the standalone version, and you'll see straight away quite a bit different. I've got a whole lot more going on. I can make it look like what we were just looking at. There you go. There's a little expand button up here. And when you click that expand button, you get a sequencer. Now this sequencer is quite interesting. You can create some really, really interesting patterns with this sequencer. Just bear with me a second here. That's the one. So there we go. Cool. All right. Let's have a look at this, shall we? So across the top here, we have a manual, which you can open up, and it gives you a full, beautiful manual. Nice big writing too for people with lack of vision like me. So you're going to love that. Really nice stuff with all of this big writing. And it's not too long either. It gives you a really good overview of everything just by scrolling all the way down to the bottom. Then you have like this little quick start tutorial, which is in the middle up the top, which shows you how to make a quick track. There you go. That's really cool. So you're not like a deer in headlights when you open it. Because I know when I first opened it up, I was like, what is going on, man? There's a lot to this. And I'm scrolling up and down going, hey, 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 hey. All right. Across the top here, we have this MIDI section. So you'll see it's just dropped down a MIDI input and a MIDI output and some MIDI CCs with a tick box. We'll come back to that. Now this is a very simple layer, you have to admit. Very simple, nothing too fancy to look at here, you know. But it's what it can do, that's the most important thing. So you've got a whole bunch of little demo things in here to play around with. You can create a new project, you can delete a project, you can save a project as. Here's a little minify button. Minify, is that how you say it? And that minifies and then expands. Minify? No, it feels so weird saying that word. Then you have a play button. We have a gain. Now this gain's really interesting because it's a gain, but it's more of a gain distortion. It's okay to turn it up past 100. You'll see what I mean soon. Then you have this BPM. This is really interesting. If we turn down this BPM, you can go all the way down to 6 BPM. What? And look how high it goes up to. You ready? 9,999 BPM. I thought Napalm Death was fast. What? 9,999. Okay. Let's go stick to like something really conservative, like 120. Let's see how that goes, yeah? All right, let's have a look. Perfect for metal. Kev Hart's like spooging everywhere right now. You fucking what? All right, so let's look at this sequencer down here because it's quite fascinating. Shall we hit play and hear what this does just by hitting play? This is the demo. There we go. Let's try a few different presets here. They'll all be the same sounds. There is a reason I'm going through a few of these. Just watch the sequencer. You'll see some interesting stuff happen down here. Look at that. What's going on here? We've pulled down the BPM to 7. What? Really love this BPM. It's very interesting. So the BPM turned up really high, can create almost like drones and like this static wall of sound that has rhythm built into it. It's very interesting. Let's go through a few others here. Sounds like Space Invaders. Hey Dan, what's happening? All right, let's stop that. So now I've created an init patch here, which I suggest if you download this to go ahead and do it. So just clear out all this and save it. So go in and save it. So when you hit play, you've got a blank slate. So I removed everything from here, created a save as. So I've got a nice init patch to start with and can start building whatever I like. So let's have a look at this before we jump into looking at the synths and how they work and the oscillators and everything. So you've got these two arrows here. All right, so we've got like this bar here, yeah? That's it. So we've got a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 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 boom. So when we hit play, there you go, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. This is your whole palette on loop. Now, you've got this little cursor here that you can touch with your finger. So wherever you touch, you can move that around. Now, you've got 4 lanes. So this is the first lane, second, third, fourth. And there are 4 synths you can connect to these. So there's 4 independent synths. Now, you can make these sections wider by using your fingers, show here, and stretching like that. Or you can use these arrows up above to make smaller or larger like this. So you've got the option to do it that way. And why is this important, to be able to move these and stretch them around? If we just take it to let's take it to half there. By how wide it is, when you touch a note, let's see, why am I not getting a note in there? What am I doing wrong? Am I doing something wrong? I think I'm doing something wrong. That's interesting. That's interesting. Let's reload it. See if I'm doing something wrong. Ah, that's why. I am an idiot, aren't I? I am a total idiot. It's all right. So when you've got a part sectioned here, let's stretch it out. Let's stretch it out to half. There we go. So to put in notes, you put them in down here. So if I put in a note there, put in a note there, drag this across, put in another note here, and then hit play. Okay. So we've got a beat happening. Let's go down to the next line. In fact, let's change this. Let's remove this one and put it there. There we go. In fact, we'll take that out. Let's go down to the next line. And we'll put in maybe one here. Maybe here. So now I'm going to move this across here. So I can go in and fill these up, and you can see they're filling up the space up here. So it's an interesting way of using a sequencer. Let's go to the third line and let's shrink this down. In fact, we won't do that. We'll stretch it and we'll put in 4 beats. We'll go down to the 4th one and let's shrink this and try and create something a little different. Now you'll notice when you shrink down your selection here, when you put in notes, you're getting more notes that you're able to put in, yeah? So if I shrink this down again, you'll see the notes are smaller again. All right? So the smaller you make your selection box here, the smaller the notes in here. So if we hit play now, so now that we've covered that, let's remove some of these and I'll show you something else. Right, so we'll go half again and we'll put in just, we'll put in a note here. Then we'll put in a note there. Let's hit play. Cool, that's a pretty simple beat we've got going on. Right, so what I want to show you next is within each of these lines, hey Papa Tom, what's going on? I did say hi to Dan. What you can do with these, let's focus on this one here. So track 4. Over here we have this little box that says straight. And then we've got trioli and quinoli, yeah? So if I hit trioli, it actually puts a little additional line up above here. So you can start creating quite unique grooves in here. And they're offsets. So these are offsets to the original. So, and it probably looks a bit confusing because it's so sparse kind of thing. But if I start putting notes in here, you'll notice they're all off from the line underneath. And you can tell because they're a different color. So now if we hit play, now if we go to the quinolly, it puts a track underneath. So, the purpose of this is you can build some quite unique, polyrhythmic, crazy, Euclidean, weird stuff that's going to be out of tempo, strange, unique kind of stuff. It's very interesting and it opens it up to some very strange kind of stuff you can get in there. And again, if I remove these notes from this quinolly, so basically each track has these 3 sections. So you can see now that I'm on here, it's opened up this little line under here. So we'll head back to this last track. And again, if you shrink the box, the notes are going to be smaller and interesting again and off center. So let's go down here. Let's try the snare, the hi-hats. So let your imagination run a little wild there. You can create some pretty chaotic out there stuff. Now this whole thing here isn't a part of the AUv3. It's a little bit different. So this sequencer is only available in the standalone version. All right, so let's cover the synths. Now, I want to point out too, scrolling up and down, you need to use 2 fingers to scroll, right? Because if you start using 1 finger, you'll find you accidentally hit a knob and turn it. So it's been made to scroll up and down with 2 fingers. So let's have a look at the synths now that we're here. So you've got 4 of them. And when you click on one of them, it also changes the lane up here. So you can see we're on synth 1, synth 2, synth 3, synth 4. Yeah. So let's sit on synth 1. To hear what a synth sounds like, you've got this little check button here. All right, let's run through what you can do with these. So each of these are independent, so you can create different sounds with them. So you've got a pitch straight away. Let's what do we do? Shall we just let's do an init patch. We'll start again with an init patch. We'll clear all that out, and we'll just put some notes here in synth 1. We'll stretch that out, and what do we do? We want to get back to our straight, like that. And we'll just put a 4 on the floor. Okay, so let's hit play. So you have a pitch knob up here. Which tells you what note you're in. So you can see all your notes there, E, F. So we'll leave it on C2 for now. There you go, there's that. Over here we have resonance. Yeah. So we have a envelope too. We have noise here, so we can add some noise if we like. We have over to the far right a cutoff. Pretty standard stuff. Yeah, man. There's a lot of I agree, Thomas. It's like the BPM. It's like there's a lot of space to open up with these, yeah? Even this cutoff, man. It's really wide cutoff. So you've got a gain here. You can turn it off. You can turn your gain up to whatever you want. Then you have two oscillators here. So you've got oscillator 1, oscillator 2. And you can turn these down. So we've just got the noise playing there. So that's just the noise. Let's bring the noise back up, or we'll leave it down. Let's bring in oscillator 1. And here's where you control your saw, square, triangle, sine. So you can do that for each of these. We have a saw and a square at the moment, so we'll bring in the square. We'll bring in what do we got? A saw, a triangle. For oscillator 2, you can actually change the pitch of it. So running across here, we can go down. We can go down 2. That's low. We can go up. We can go up 2. Nice. And we also have a oscillator frequency for number 2 as well. You ready? Let's bring in some noise in there. That is correct, Lee. This sequencer in here is only in the standalone version. And down the bottom you have, let's just stop it for a sec so we can, so it's not driving our brains crazy. So you can see you've got, fairly standard, oscillators in there. You can do a lot with them. They're very wide. Lots of interesting sounds can be made. So you have a low pass filter envelope down here, attack, decay, sustain, release, and you have a amplifier envelope as well down here. So if we start playing again, show you. So lots of fun to be had. And at any time, you can just double click on any of these knobs and bring everything back. So it'll go to what you had beforehand. Pretty cool, huh? All right, let's stop it. Boom. And we'll cover the rest of this, and then we'll have a look at the AUv3 version, because it is a little bit different. So if you create a song that you like, let's just, for instance, use one of the presets. So we've got this demo here, and we'll hit play. Now the cool thing is, when you load a preset up, you can decide to keep the actual sound, keep the synth sounds, or you can save the preset. So you can save the actual sequencer, you can save the sounds and the sequencer. So you've got options there. But if you want to record something, you've got this little feature down here called, it's a little record section. So, and you've got this little button down here. It says quantize to sequence cycle. You want to have that checked. So now if I hit restart over here, it's going to start playing and it's recording at the same time. It tells you down here how many cycles are going. So I want 8 cycles. So I'm going to stop this on 7. Stop. There you go. And it'll stop. And now I can export this into something like Audio Share. Boom. So if there's something that you make in here using the sequencer, it's very easy to save your sequence as a WAV file, then go and import that into something else, any DAWs or whatever you want to use. Or so you've got that option as well. Let's screw back over here. Down the very, very bottom is this little extra page. And this little extra page allows you to export synth presets, allows you to export sequences. So you can export them individually and then import them back in. And what happens here, if you do, let's do a synth preset. So if I do that, then I can go to my Files app. Let's save it. So look at it. It's saved the bass, snare. So it's saved all 4 of them. Sharing error. I shouldn't have done that. Dude, get your shit together. You can, we'll do that again. We'll export the sequence. Let's send it to Files app. And my downloads folder, save. So then if we head over to downloads folder, you'll see in here are the individual sequences that I can just load in anytime. Like that. I can hit that and open up within. Or I can reload them back in the import sequence or import presets. So that's pretty much it with how this works. I'll show you the gain before we move on. Let's hit play again. So I said this at the beginning, the gain is set to 100 up here. Check this out. It goes into the red and look what it does. Pretty sweet distortion. So it's a very interesting app. I think this is really interesting. Again, we've got this MIDI section up here too. So you can connect this. So you can open up something like AUM and send this out from the standalone to something like, you know, AUM or whatever else you want to send the MIDI out to. And you've got MIDI CC set up for that. Good stuff. All right, let's show you quickly how it works in AUM or in GarageBand or in something like Cubasis or whatever DAW you want to use. So, shall we clear this out? Let's clear this out. Yes, I'm sure. But goodbye to you, sir. Thank you. So, what we need to do is open a brand new track in here, same as in GarageBand or anything else. Do a search. Let's find it. It is Percussive Synth. So you can use it as an interrupt audio as well and an AUv3, but it is a little bit different. There you go. There's the controls. Basically, all you're getting is one synth. That's it. So one synth. If we check that. And that's it. So what you'd want to do is what I had set up. Use something like doing a Ron Ward. Something like Euclidean. Let's duplicate a couple of channels. Save time. Save time. We'll do 4 of them for fun. And we'll open up a MIDI channel. Because here's where you can use MIDI stuff, a sequencer to control everything from here. So you can have as many synths as you want with this. Yeah, that's the beauty of using it as an AUv3. Or you can just do this. Let's click on this first one. Turn on my keyboard. And you can play it. There you go. So you can actually play it as well. Good stuff. Where are we? Let's oh, I forgot this. We've got this decay time as well. I forgot to mention this. which is out there. So you can very easily, with multiple tracks, create polysynths and stuff. So with your polysynth sounds, so very, 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 very interesting, yeah? And let's just open up a MIDI thing. What shall we do? We'll just do Zoa for fun. Do Zoa, boom. And we'll connect all these to Zoa. Hey, thank you so very much, David. That's really, really kind of you. What have you said here? For your overly generous words about the paper. Hopefully a few people enjoy looking at it and perhaps learn a bit more about rhythm. Absolutely. If you've got nothing to do and you want to learn a little bit about rhythm and feel a lot smarter afterwards, have a look at David's paper, because he really did make a big difference to Euclidean. When it first came out, it was really cool, but after Paul chatted with David, things got a lot better with it. And there's my late super chat, thank you. So now that we have Zoa here, let's connect it to 1, 2, yeah, 3, and 4. And so we've got that connected. Now we need to turn on this one. And let's manipulate this a little bit, shall we? So we've got two things happening here. Cool, we're starting to grow something. Let's bring in number 3. Right, let's bring in number 4. Sweet. So that is how you do it. So you connect up, you can connect a whole bunch of these and use something to... Let's throw in a few effects into these. Let's throw in something like this, which is just new and free, and we'll talk about at some stage. Whoa. We'll throw in like Black Hole in here. Now you don't have the controls. The amount of BPM that you can do using the standalone. But there you go. So now you can see this, why it's called Percussive Synth. Yeah? because it creates percussion using synthesizers and oscillators. Lovely stuff. $7.99. Very interesting app. I had no idea what it was about. Never seen anything by the developer before. Reached out. Here it is. Make up your own mind. Is it something that you think you would be interested in? Remember, apps aren't Pokemon. You don't need them all. You don't have to catch them all. But if it's something that you're interested in, support the developer. He's an independent developer. And yeah. That would be it for the show. Hey guys, thanks for being here. We're on the hour. So there's no in-app purchases or anything like that. But plenty of fun to be had with, especially what I do like is this unique rhythm thing we have here. Let's just go out playing this, I think. Shall we do it? And add in some very odd. I like it. And tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to be doing. Who knows? You'll find out tomorrow. It's been Secret Week this week. So there you go. But thanks for joining me. Hey, if you enjoyed the show, do this because it does help out the channel. Hit the like, share, subscribe if you're new. Please hit the subscribe, helps the channel as well. And welcome to all those new people who have subscribed and all that jazz. Patreons, make sure you check out the Patreon because there's apps that are going up for the wheel this week and all that kind of stuff. And is there anything else I need to say? No, except for do the things that make you happy. Yeah? Mistakes make you better, and we all rise together. And thank you once again, Joe Glenn, for the wonderful bracelets that you love them. And I'll see you tomorrow, yeah? Have a great day. And boom, yeah, Pete's continuing on his 8-bar metal song. Folks, if you got nothing to do, hang out, check out Pete in a couple of hours' time to hear Pete take the microphone and go, "Rah, Satan!" You will die laughing like I was yesterday. Love you, Pete. But fuck, that was funny. All right, guys. We'll see you later. See you tomorrow. Bye. Boom. Boom. Stunning. Stunning.
Percussive Synth.